Know if you think MeetYourMakers can pull off the perfect run through the end of the split and keep their playoff hopes alive by tweeting us at LOL Esports with the hashtag
Maokai in this situation. But for now, Gambit setting up for a dive on JWoww. Poor guy.
Yeah, see if he can make like a tree and leave. I don't think it's gonna happen because in comes Diamond. Cabochard, Betsy around the side. He's gonna force the flash out. He's surely gonna go down, but will it be Betsy going with them? That's first blood. A lot of tower shots tanked, but Gambit get that one and they get out.
MYM will respond with a dragon. Nice little dive here from Gambit.
Eddie, though.
Eddie.
He's down. Noxiac is the one that takes the credit. It's the start of the dragon too. MYM, they could get more out of this.
And they push the mid tower here. The best you can do, if someone roams away from your lane, just hard push in that lane here. You will get so much damage on the tower. And meanwhile, we talk about how MYM's bottom lane here. Once they got a few levels, it becomes a very, very strong lane. And they suddenly pick up a kill. Dragon as well, as you mentioned here. Mid tower down to 50%. A lot of things happening suddenly.
Yeah, MYM definitely came out ahead.
To keep the likes of Cabochard and Betsy busy. But it's going to be tough because they will obviously try and ignore these tanks here. And Betsy's still trying to trade. Remember, he's fatty squishy.
He went in really early. That forced the wild growth. And he's going back in again, but this time the wave's going to be on him. Gravity field coming down. It's Betsy who's taken down by Corey and Diamond. All alone by himself. Tries to get back to the team, but the Death Ray will take him out. It's a 2-for-1 trade as they lost.
Like we just saw here. Took them a few seconds to take down Betsy, then Diamond followed. Dragon now for MeetYourMakers.
That's number 2. I mean,
it is number 2. Mid tower will go down as well. It's one hit. Doesn't even matter who hits it. It's gonna die. And that's even more global goal then for MeetYourMakers. Some damage on it. So they're basically swapping around the map and saying, okay, you get vision on the bottom side. We make sure we go into your jungle and get it on the top side. Hor though, he's trading on Betsy.
Yes, he is. See if he can keep him slowed down there. Betsy's going to be dashing in. Oh, there is going to be a big combo as JWoww comes up with a pick. A teleport in for Cabochard, but is it going to be a little bit too late for a Gambit? Noxiac, Horo, all low. So is Corey, but he's the one backed out of this one. Zanya's Hourglass won't be enough to keep Cabochard alive, and it is a clean 3 for nothing.
Instead, Betsy went in. He got basically killed instantly. Diamond tried to join after. He got dropped, and then suddenly Cabochard just found himself all alone. Corey will be stopped and...
Oh!
Stays alive. The Q shield.
Okay. Right as the
Saves
dragon
the day.
buff goes on him. A lot of members of Gambit up on this top side trying to push in the edge that they do have. Tower's going pretty low. There's a bubble. It's going to be spell shielded out by Pinoy, but JWoww coming on Twisted Advance onto Cabochard, who's taking a lot of damage, and they've given him up for broke. Meanwhile, Corey, Horo, can they take him out of the shutdown? That is going to go over to Betsy, but Horo has there. The cavalry has arrived. Pinoy is being chased back, but can he kite it out? There goes the boomerang. Haven't really
No, I agree 100% on your point, but
properly. I'll give you that. But I do think they're playing a lot better together than we have seen historically from them as the fight.
For sure.
Get underway. Betsy will flash, but meanwhile, Cabochard, Edward, the rest of Gambit in the middle, trying to chase down Rallis behind the tower. They'll finally get him, but that looks like it could be an expensive play. Edward, he's surely going to go down here. It's a double kill going to Rallis at the end with the Acathian surprise.
This Baron here, they should be able to pick it up. Cabochard and Betsy not really able to do anything.
I love how Corey has just been constantly zoning, not just with this gravity field, with the Death Ray. Noxiac helping out as well. No chance for Gambit.
That's why MYM could win the fight, get the Baron, and they're back and they want to fight again.
Yes, they do. The bubble's not going to land, but Edward and Diamond are a little bit low. All the same, Living Artillery, the wave is going to go up. It turns on Eddie. Horo's going to get the kill, and they pick up Diamond anyways. MeetYourMakers just half minutes into this game, and you can just see how well they've been able to scale up. Inhibitor, easy peasy.
Should be able to take down Gambit with this lead. Dragon 40 seconds. Diamond though, he's looking to fight.
Leading the charge in, it's Diamond, but do they have the damage to take him out? The wild growth to keep him alive, but not for long. Betsy, meanwhile, trying to deal it with Horo and Noxiac on the back. Cabochard in tow, a double kill coming in for Rallis. It looks like they're about to get more. Betsy, isolated, gets a shutdown on Corey, but it's not going to be nearly enough. A 4-for-1. MeetYourMakers. Death timer's at 50 seconds now, Deficio. They look like they might want to end.
They're pushing in. They got a few minutes here. No super minions yet, but they're coming down from the mid lane. MeetYourMakers, they're looking fantastic today.
They've been tanking turrets up too. Horo, are they going to do it again here? It's actually JWoww that tanks it up. Cabochard, they're trying to push him back. Nexus turret starting to go down, but it might be a...
Back end. Corey's not there. Same can be said for Betsy.
It was a bit greedy to go for clearing out the jungle so far, but they are zoning Diamond away. Look at that, the bubble is on as well. Vengeful Maelstrom for JWoww after he teleported in, trying to keep them from getting in there. They do secure Dragon 5. Now this gets really rough for Gambit. Look at their health bars just evaporating. Diamond can't even get out. Rallis picks up his 5th kill of the game. Pinoy spell shields away the Twisted Advance, but JWoww still closed the gap. Pinoy now trying to run away from everything, a double kill. Meanwhile,
So 3 guys from Gambit trying to defend.
yep, they are indeed. Cabochard, Pinoy, and Betsy do it though. Nexus Tower number 1, it's going down. The minions have been mostly cleared away. MYM still going to play this one a little bit safely, come in and take it as fast as they want. How can Gambit defend this? They've got to worry about their minions being pushed back in the bottom as well. Diamond sent there to deal with it.
With our Maokai, that's going to be our way of peeling for our 2 immobile carries. And Gambit ran right into it. Got caught out, ended up dying for it. We talked about their fairly risky builds. The Trinity Force on a jungle Hecarim, that's such an expensive item.
They are looking very good in that regard. A massive lead for them in every department. However, they would try to make something happen on the side of Gambit. Diamond just gets melted. Man, Corey is big. Here they go on the tower. The chase is on. Betsy, they can't even get back to Fountain just yet. He's going to dash back in, try to dive the back line. It's Rallis who is his target. However, he's still staying alive for the moment, and Betsy with the Zanyas is not going to keep him up for much longer. 3 members of Gambit down. A tower on the inhibitor now. They're going to be able to push this one in. So many minions here. Gambit Gaming, they're going to be out of this one. Teleport doesn't even really matter. Nexus goes down, and MeetYourMakers could still make the playoffs.
Yeah, on paper, this looked like a game Gambit should win. It looked like a perfect way for Gambit to come back from IEM, you know, pick up a win, get some confidence. But then MeetYourMakers really shows they're not done yet.
They had other plans here.
Oh, yes. Just
Miles.
Fantastic individual play all around for MeetYourMakers. And again, the shot calling. We've never seen MeetYourMakers with this great shot calling.
Yeah.
Like the way they handle the side lanes here, the way they set up for Dragon every time, and the way they played around the 2 carries. That was such a good setup.
Oh yeah, no, they did exactly what they needed to, and you can see on the faces of Gambit Gaming here, just stunned reactions. They maybe expected to come back and kind of get a little bit of the groove going again, but it just didn't happen. You got to wonder now how much they were shaken up post-IEM.
Oh, we got to wonder, you know, what's gone wrong for Gambit. Is it, you know, is it the strategy that doesn't work for them anymore? Is it the new patch 5.5 here? They had, of course, less time than some of the other teams to practice because they went to IEM and played on 5.4. So only had a few days. We see Yamato Cannon here, the coach for MeetYourMakers, looking very happy and looking stylish as always.
Oh, he definitely looks always stylish, but he doesn't always look at ease. This time he was before the game, obviously after the game. I mean, he definitely knew something was going right with his team, and that was the result there. I mean, it turned so one-sided at the end. Just